Old man Woody likes the crooked cock.
Jesus.
Do you remember, like, I don't remember, like, maybe it was over 10 years ago, probably 15 years ago, I don't know exactly. Remember when the most fucked up thing on the internet was 2 girls, 1 cup? At the time, you were like, whoa, this is bananas, man. You won't be able to handle it. And now you could, like, have that running almost on CNN, and people wouldn't ask questions.
Yeah, the kids and I watched that together.
Yeah. About healthy fetish relationships. Now, notice how she doesn't fake eating the poop out of the ice cream cone. Now, both of these girls need a bit more fiber in their diet.
And then the vomit. Like, most people didn't watch the whole thing, but they start vomiting back and forth toward the end. Like, she's like eating shit and vomiting the shit into the other girl's mouth, and they're like snowballing it back and forth. I'm
more grossed out by like pimple popping and loogies and snot than I am by that kind of shit.
I kind of like the pimple popping. We've talked about this before. I kind of like it.
I don't get how people like that. Oh, it's gross. You would probably like to try some of those Mexican Andy ones, Kyle.
I don't want to do the popping.
Oh, I thought you wanted to be the popper.
No, no. It just like he needs
Accutane.
Yeah, Accutane. That works like a charm.
That needs to be like his fundraiser goal.
GoFundMe for Accutane.
He doesn't give a shit. I mean, you'd have a better chance getting ice to bathe regularly.
I mean, at that point, with like when your skin's as rough as Mexican Andy's is, like that's gonna get infected at some point. Like there's gonna be some kind of abscess or something. Like this is like a health issue at this point. Your skin's an organ. Like you got to take care of it.
So speaking of that, abscesses, the most disgusting thing I've seen in real life related to that was actually my grandma, and I found out through other research that this is pretty common, unfortunately. Have you ever seen a pressure sore in real life? No. Or ever seen a pressure sore, like an image of it?
I'm going to have to Google this. I haven't seen it.
Oh, careful. It is fucking disgusting. Like, these things are caused by just sitting in one position for too long and not having somebody move you. And it is
the old live streamer sore.
Bed sore, yeah. It is unbelievable how fucking disgusting these things are.
These look like recluse bites.
Yeah, it's insane. And I saw my grandma get up one time and like the back of her like dressing, her like hospital gown or whatever was open. And I saw this thing and I was like, Grandma, you're fucking, what the fuck is going on in your back? You've got like a fucking hole in you. Oh my God. My God. Fucking disgusting. Yeah, these things are huge.
Yeah, if people watching this, you're going to have to look at it yourself. I looked it up and decided even on this show, I didn't want to share it.
And a lot of these look like they're in the same spot, like right above the ass crack.
Right, yeah.
So there's just a hole. A literal
necrotic,
hole.
Like abscess. Yeah.
Ooh.
If you show me this, I agree with you, Woody. This looks like or I think you said it. It looks like a brown recluse bite.
Like well, because they're similar, I think, right? Like the necrotic tissue ends up dying and then it leaves an abscess once it falls off or whatever. This is literally just caused by pressure, though. And they're all in the same spot because, like, when you're laying down, commonly these are the areas that pressure is applied. And when you're really old, you don't have, like, the wherewithal to move around as much as a younger person. So if people in nursing homes don't come around and move them often, these sores just kind of develop over time.
It's a sad thing.
I looked up the Anton Yelkin, the Chekhov dude, and how he died and such. A combination of Kyle and I being right. So drivers think that they're shifting it into park and it's popping out. And it turns out that it has, I'm trying to get the verbiage they used, an unconventional gear stick design, which causes it to, people think they're shifting into park, but it's actually in neutral. So they're putting the car in neutral, walking around. And in his case, he got crushed. He was alive for hours. And he was crushed. Kyle said it was a wall. In my head, it was one of those brick mailboxes, but I could be wrong. But yeah, the car rolled into him, crushed him up against a wall or thing or column, and he was alive for hours and eventually died.
I had no idea he was alive for hours. That makes it so much worse.
Oh, if only he had his comm badge, he could have gotten Kirk or
beep, beep.
Sulu to come help him out.
Beam me out of here.
One of the worst ways that I've seen to like die in a car. Did you guys ever see the kid that died reaching into the back seat getting something out of like a van?
No.
This was so incredibly sad and fucked up. So basically, I'll try to look this up a funny image.
How can that be lethal?
What happened was the seats like will lean back a certain way if you put pressure on them. So what happened was he just reached over the seat to kind of grab something, and he was reaching kind of far, and his like hips went over the seat, but then the seat ended up coming down, so he couldn't really breathe, but he couldn't push himself up to get over the seat because every time he would like push up, the seat would come up a little. So he tried to push himself out until he got too tired in his arms and shoulders, and then he just suffocated to death and died like in the back of this. It was like a van or something.
He called 911, right?
I don't know if he did or not. I don't
think
he.
There's an audio tape of this kid dying, calling 911, saying I'm suffocating. Yeah, and he's in a terrible bad spot, and he says what parking lot he's in. He's in like a parking lot of a shopping mall or something, and the police were unable to find him in time, and he suffocated and died.
In this video, if you go to like 15 seconds, you can kind of see it sounds like so dumb, like impossible. Or you go to like 10 seconds on the video on this page, and you can see like how like basically what happens is you go to reach like back behind the seat, and it kind of goes down a little, and you can't like push yourself out because it moves with you. And he just kind of got stuck there. Oh, and I think he did call. Yeah, it looks like he did call. But God. Oh man. And he's like, the kid was 16 years old. It's not like it was a senior citizen that died through like some unfortunate shit. It was like oh man.
Yeah, and he was just too squished.
Oh, that video helps you understand the mechanics of it a lot more. Wow.
How fucking horrible. Jeez.
And how could any engineer have like predicted that, to avoid it? Like it's like you don't even think to do stuff like that.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
It's those kind of things that like make you paranoid in that whole Final Destination way, where it's like I could be that guy for something else, to where then my entire life is a boiled down
You're
news
the one
story.
Guy that died in the most impossible way.
It gets worse, Taylor.
Stepped on the only faulty manhole cover in the whole city and fell right through it.
At some point,
paper mache.
You'll be the fully competent like adult, and you have a 2-year-old trying to kill him or herself constantly.
Oh, God.
Right? All the time. Like, I wonder if I can fit my head between these two spindles by the stairway. Like, what? Hey, look, this thing on the bottom of the pool.
Fire department had to come.
This thing on the bottom of the pool sucks. I'm going to try and stop this suction with my belly button.
Or with my ass.
Yeah, with my ass. Yeah. There's idiot children.
No matter how good it feels.
At some point, you'll have to keep these unknowingly suicidal young children alive until they become competent like you. Good luck.
Another horrible video. Being a parent now, like I totally understand. Like, and people can be real critical of parents. Like, how could you let your kid die that way? And it's like, dude, like you don't understand. Fucking 3-year-olds are constantly trying to kill themselves at every single fucking moment of their lives. I watched. This is a really heartbreaking video. Really fucking sad. I think it's a Chinese lady has a stroller right fucking next to her, and she's at like a street vendor or whatever. And she reaches forward to talk to the guy, and the stroller moves back like a couple inches, and then it falls over, and like a garbage truck rolls right over this baby's head. And it happens in like the course of like 3 to 5 seconds. And it was like, and the lady turns around, and I like can't even imagine, like your kid is fucking dead. Holy shit, dude. I don't know.
I ended on that note. I love the wordplay.
That was the best shit I've ever heard.